Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, dear students. I hope all of you are fine at home. Students, we were studying chapter number 3, that is gases. Today, we will study a new topic, that is kinetic molecular theory of gases. Before studying kinetic molecular theory of gases, I want to tell you that you have already studied different gas laws, that is Boyle's law, Charles' law, Avogadro's law, and we have studied the behavior of gases in these gas laws. And these gas laws were based on experimental observations, quite independent of the nature of gas. And next, in order to illustrate the behavior of gases quantitatively, means on the based on their quantity, a scientist Bernoulli in 1738 put forward kinetic molecular theory of gases, and then another scientist named as Clausius in 1857 derived kinetic equation from the postulates of kinetic molecular theory, and then he deduced all the gas laws from it. Deduced means then he derived back gas laws from kinetic gas equation. Then some more scientists further worked on this kinetic molecular theory and this kinetic equation. And a scientist named as Maxwell, he further worked on this theory, elaborated and then extended, and he gave the law of distribution of velocities. Now, what is this law of distribution of velocities? The law of distribution of velocities states that molecules are in the form of groups having definite velocity ranges. इसका मीनिंग ये है कि गैस के सारे मॉलिक्यूल जो एक कंटेनर में मौजूद हैं उन सब की वेलोसिटी सेम नहीं होती। कुछ मॉलिक्यूल्स ऐसे होते हैं जिनकी वेलोसिटी कम होती है, कुछ मॉलिक्यूल्स की वेलोसिटी एवरेज होती है, कुछ मॉलिक्यूल्स की वेलोसिटी हाई होती है। तो उसने कहा कि मॉलिक्यूल जो है वो डिफरेंट इन द फॉर्म ऑफ डिफरेंट ग्रुप्स होंगे जिनकी डेफिनेट वेलोसिटी होगी। अब वो सारे मॉलिक्यूल जिनकी सेम वेलोसिटी है वो एक ग्रुप होंगे। Now, next, another scientist, Boltzmann, also contributed and he studied the distribution of energies among the gas molecules. Maxwell studied the distribution of velocities, and Boltzmann studied the distribution of energies among the gas molecules. Then, another very famous scientist, van der Waals, also worked in this field, and he also gave another equation that we will discuss in a separate topic. Now, here are the fundamental postulates of the kinetic theory of gases. Fundamental postulates means basic postulates or important points of this theory are: number one is every gas consists of a large number of very small molecules, mm, very small particles called molecules. इसका मीनिंग ये है कि जब भी हम गैस कोई कंटेनर में लेंगे तो गैस के मॉलिक्यूल्स का साइज बहुत स्मॉल होगा, गैस के मॉलिक्यूल्स का साइज बहुत स्मॉल होगा, लेकिन उनका नंबर ज्यादा होगा। ठीक है कि गैस मॉलिक्यूल्स साइज में तो स्मॉल है लेकिन उनकी तादाद ज्यादा होगी। नेक्स्ट इस पॉइंट में वो ये कह रहे हैं कि जो गैस मॉलिक्यूल्स हैं वो मोनोएटॉमिक हो सकते हैं, डायटॉमिक हो सकते हैं, ट्राइएटॉमिक हो सकते हैं। अब कुछ गैसेस जैसे नोबल गैसेस हैं जैसे हीलियम, नियॉन, आर्गन, इनके जो मॉलिक्यूल्स हैं वो मोनोएटॉमिक होंगे क्योंकि ये मोनोएटॉमिक फॉर्म में ही एग्जिस्ट करते हैं। लेकिन कुछ और गैसेस जैसे हाइड्रोजन, जैसे नाइट्रोजन, जैसे ऑक्सीजन, ये डायटॉमिक फॉर्म में एग्जिस्ट करती हैं तो उनके मॉलिक्यूल्स डायटॉमिक होंगे। और इसी तरह ट्राइटॉमिक मॉलिक्यूल्स हो सकते हैं और पॉलीएटॉमिक भी हो सकते हैं। Now, the next postulate is the molecules of a gas move haphazardly. The word haphazard means in any direction. That is, the molecules of gas can move in any direction. The direction of their motion is not fixed. They can move upward, downward, right side, left side. So their movement is haphazard. And in this movement, the molecules collide among themselves, means they collide with one another, and they also collide with the walls of the container in which the gas is present, and they can change their directions. Whenever they collide with one another, their direction may be changed, and when they collide with the walls of container, their direction is changed. Now, the third postulate is the pressure exerted by a gas is due to the collision of its molecules with the wall of a container. Now, pressure is defined as force per unit area. Pressure is defined as force per unit area. So, when molecules collide with the wall of container, they exert a force there. Now, what is the amount of force per unit area? That is pressure. So, whenever the molecules collide with the walls of container, they exert a pressure, and collision among the molecules are perfectly elastic. It means when molecules collide with one another, their energy remains same. The kinetic energy is not changed. What they have before collision, they will have after collision. The next postulate is the molecules of a gas are widely separated from one another and there are sufficient empty spaces among them. We have already studied about gases that two molecules are apart from each other and the distance between two molecules is 300 times the diameter of one molecule. एक मॉलिक्यूल से दूसरे मॉलिक्यूल का जो डिस्टेंस है वो एक मॉलिक्यूल के डायमीटर से 300 टाइम्स ज्यादा है. इससे आप अंदाजा लगा सकते हैं कि कितनी एम्प्टी स्पेसेस हो सकती हैं बिटवीन gas molecules. That's why they have said that there are sufficient empty spaces among the molecules of gases. The next postulate is the molecules of a gas have no forces of attraction for each other. Now, forces of attraction are present between molecules when they are close to each other, as in case of liquids and as in case of solids. When molecules are close to each other, they have attractive forces. But in case of gases, molecules are at a very large distance from each other, so there are no forces of attraction among gas molecules. The next postulate is the actual volume of molecules of a gas is negligible as compared to the volume of the gas. The volume of gas is the volume of the gas is the volume of container. For example, we have taken a gas in a container whose volume is 1 cubic decimeter. That will be the volume of gas. Now, if we calculate the actual volume of molecules, what will be the actual volume of molecules? Actual volume of the molecules will be calculated by bringing very close all the gas molecules, and then what will be the volume at that time? That will be the actual volume of molecules. Now, the point is that actual volume of the molecule of gas is negligible. Negligible means very small, which can be neglected as compared to the volume of the कंटेनर. कंटेनर का वॉल्यूम बहुत ज़्यादा होगा लेकिन उसके अंदर जो गैस मॉलिक्यूल्स हैं अगर हम उनको एक दूसरे से बहुत क्लोज करें और फिर गैस का एक्चुअल वॉल्यूम कैलकुलेट करें तो वो बहुत कम होगा. Now, the next point is the motion imparted to the molecules by gravity is negligible as compared to the effect of the continued collision between them. It means that gravity have no effect on the motion of molecules. They move without the effect of gravity. They can move in any direction and they can collide with one another. Now, the next point is the average kinetic energy of the gas molecules varies directly as the absolute temperature of the गैस. इसका मीनिंग ये है कि काइनेटिक एनर्जी और गैस के टेम्परेचर में डायरेक्ट रिलेशन है. अगर गैस का टेम्परेचर कम होगा तो उसके मॉलिक्यूल्स की काइनेटिक एनर्जी भी कम होगी और अगर गैस का टेम्परेचर हाई होगा तो उसके मॉलिक्यूल्स की काइनेटिक एनर्जी भी ज़्यादा होगी. It means kinetic energy is directly related to the temperature of gas. Now, this kinetic theory was put forward by a scientist Bernoulli and then another scientist Clausius. Based upon these postulates, he derived an equation that is known as kinetic equation. And whenever the molecules move, they collide among themselves and with the walls of the container and they exert pressure. And the equation that he has derived is a relationship between pressure, volume, and mass of gas molecules and their velocity. Now, here is the final form of his derivation. It's a very long derivation that is not given in your syllabus. In your syllabus, students, you have to just learn the final form of this derivation. That is PV is equal to 1 by 3 mnc square bar. This is the final form of kinetic gas equation. that was derived by a scientist, Clausius. Now, what is the terms that are used in this equation? P is pressure, V is volume, m, small m, mass of one molecule of the gas, small m, mass of one molecule of the gas, and capital N represents number of molecules of gas in the vessel, that is total number of molecules that are present in the vessel. And c square bar is known as mean square velocity. So up till now it was postulates of kinetic theory of gases and then kinetic gas equation. Next, now next we will study about what is this mean square velocity. That term is used in kinetic gas equation, that is PV is equal to 1 by 3 mnc square bar. Now what is this c square bar? So this is mean square velocity. This is very important, and all the molecules of a gas under the given conditions don't have same velocities. ये हमने पहले ही पीछे पढ़ लिया था। मैक्सवेल ने बताया था हमें लॉ ऑफ डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन ऑफ वेलोसिटीज कि गैस के जितने भी मॉलिक्यूल्स हैं उन सब की वेलोसिटी सेम नहीं है, बल्कि कुछ मॉलिक्यूल्स ऐसे हैं जिनकी वेलोसिटी सेम हो सकती है, कुछ दूसरे मॉलिक्यूल्स होंगे जिनकी वेलोसिटी सेम होगी बट पहले वाले मॉलिक्यूल्स से डिफरेंट होगी। सो डिफरेंट वेलोसिटीज आर डिस्ट्रीब्यूटेड अमंग द मॉलिक्यूल्स एंड टू अंडरस्टैंड इट we can study Maxwell's law of distribution of velocities. And if there are n1 molecules, their total number of molecules are capital N, out of which n1 molecules have velocity c1 and n2 molecules are with velocity c2 and n3 molecules may have velocity c3 and so on. Now we have to calculate mean square velocity. Now c square bar is known as mean square velocity. How we will calculate this mean square velocity? For the calculation of mean square velocity, we will take velocity c1 and we will take its square. Then we will add velocity c2 with its square and c3 its square and so on up till cn, that is total number of molecules. And and then we will divide it by total number of molecules. How we will can get total number of molecules? We'll add n1 molecules which have velocity c1 and plus n2 molecules who have velocity c2 and then n3 molecules who have velocity c3. So here this n1 plus n2 plus n3, this will be equal to capital N, means total number of molecules. And when we will divide square of these velocities with total number of molecules, so it will give us mean square velocity. It's not just mean velocity, it's mean square velocity. कि जितनी भी velocities थी हमने उन सब का स्केयर लिया, C1 C2 C3 C4, जितने भी डिफरेंट वेलोसिटी के मॉलिक्यूल्स थे उन सब की वेलोसिटीज का हमने स्केयर लिया, फिर उन सब वेलोसिटीज को हम प्लस करेंगे और इसको किससे डिवाइड कर देंगे, टोटल नंबर ऑफ मॉलिक्यूल्स से। तो ये हमारे पास आएगी मीन स्केयर वेलोसिटी। c square bar is the average of the squares of all the possible velocities. एवरेज कैसे आएगी, जब हम उसको टोटल नंबर ऑफ मॉलिक्यूल से डिवाइड करेंगे, और ये किसकी एवरेज है, स्केयर ऑफ ऑल द पॉसिबल वेलोसिटीज। जितनी पॉसिबल वेलोसिटीज थी उन सब का हमने स्केयर लिया, फिर हमने उसको टोटल नंबर ऑफ मॉलिक्यूल से डिवाइड किया, तो ये क्या होगी, एवरेज ऑफ द स्केयर्स ऑफ ऑल द पॉसिबल वेलोसिटीज। नाउ नेक्स्ट, व्हेन वी टेक द स्केयर रूट ऑफ दिस सी स्केयर बार, सी स्केयर बार का अगर हम स्केयर रूट ले लेंगे तो फिर ये क्या होगी, रूट मीन स्केयर वेलोसिटी। पहले ये क्या थी, मीन स्केयर वेलोसिटी, जब हम इसका अंडर रूट ले लेंगे देन इट विल बी रूट मीन स्केयर velocity and represented by CRMS, root mean square velocity. So C root mean square is equal to C square bar under root. C root mean square is equal to C square bar under root. and the expression for the root mean square velocity deduced from the kinetic equation is written as, ये तो हमने फार्मूला बता दिया कि ये सी स्क्र बार, इसका अंडर रूट ले लेंगे तो ये आ जाएगा, लेकिन इसकी वैल्यू सी रूट मीन स्क्र की वैल्यू जो है वो काइनेटिक इक्वेशन से भी ड्राइव की गई है। देन अगेन बच्चों इसके लिए एक लॉन्ग डेरिवेशन है जो आपके सिलेबस में नहीं दी गई, जस्ट उसका फाइनल रिजल्ट दिया है। सी रूट मीन स्क्र इज इक्वल टू 3 RT/m अंडर रूट। Now, CRMS is root mean square velocity. M is molecular mass of the gas, that is whichever gas we have taken, hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen. ये इसका क्या होगा? Molar mass of the gas, and T is temperature. Now, this equation is a quantitative relationship between the absolute temperature and the velocity of the gas molecule. कि टेम्परेचर, यहाँ पे हम टेम्परेचर की वैल्यू पुट करेंगे तो जो भी टेम्परेचर होगा उससे रिलेटेड हमारे पास सी रूट मीन स्क्वायर की वैल्यू आ जाएगी, और इस इक्वेशन के अकॉर्डिंग टेम्परेचर और रूट मीन स्क्वायर वेलोसिटी में डायरेक्ट रिलेशन है। हायर द टेम्परेचर ऑफ द गैस, greater will be the velocity, and if lower the temperature of the gas, lower will be the value of c root mean square velocity. Now, uh, it was just about mean square velocity and root mean square velocity. You have to learn the formula of mean square velocity and then root mean square velocity, that is equal to 3 RT/m under root. Now next we will use kinetic gas equation to deduce gas laws, that is we will deduce gas laws from kinetic gas equation. Now the first law that we will deduce is Boyle's law. Now students, you have already studied about Boyle's law. What is Boyle's law? According to Boyle's law, volume of a given amount of gas is inversely related to its pressure when temperature and number of moles are constant. Now we will deduce this law from kinetic gas equation. Now according to one of the postulates of kinetic theory of gases, the kinetic energy is directly proportional to the absolute temperature. ठीक है, जब हमने काइनेटिक गैस इक्वेशन पढ़ी तो उसमें ये पोस्टुलेट था कि गैस की जो भी काइनेटिक एनर्जी होगी वो उसके एब्सोल्यूट टेम्परेचर से डायरेक्टली रिलेटेड होगी। सो काइनेटिक एनर्जी ऑफ एन मॉलिक्यूल जो है वो क्या होगी? 1/2 mN/c² बार। नॉर्मल में जब हम काइनेटिक एनर्जी पढ़ते हैं, काइनेटिक एनर्जी इज इक्वल टू हाफ एम वी स्क्वायर। काइनेटिक एनर्जी इज इक्वल टू हाफ एम वी स्क्वायर, सो दिस इज हाफ small m multiplied by n gives us capital M, and c square bar is velocity. Here we have taken mean square velocity, but in normal form, when we talk about kinetic energy, that is equal to half mv square. This is the same formula, half. These two terms will give m, and c square bar is mean square velocity. So kinetic energy, that is half m c square m n c square bar, is directly proportional to temperature according to one of the postulates of kinetic theory of gases. Kinetic energy of n molecules is directly related to temperature. Now next we will remove this proportionality sign, and when we will remove proportionality sign we will put a constant, that is K. Now here K is the proportionality constant in this equation. Now this is kinetic gas equation. PV is equal to 1/3 mn c square bar, and we have to use Boyle's law from this equation. Now to deduce Boyle's law from this equation, we will multiply the right hand side by 2, and we will divide the right hand side by 2. That is, this equation will be multiplied by 2 and divided by 2 on right hand side. So PV will remain same, these 2 for multiplication and these 2 for division. We have taken out 3 outside. This 2 is multiplied and this 2 is for division. We have done this just to make this term half mn c square. तो हमने इस इक्वेशन को 2 से मल्टीप्लाई भी कर दिया और डिवाइड भी कर दिया। 3 को बाहर ले जाएंगे, 2 को अंदर ले आएंगे, तो ये हाफ mn c square बार हमारे पास आ जाएगा। नाउ नेक्स्ट हमने क्या करना है? पुटिंग इक्वेशन 16 इंटू इक्वेशन 17, प्रीवियस पेज पे जो हमने वैल्यू पढ़ी थी हाफ एम एन सी स्क्र बार, हाफ एम एन सी स्क्र बार इज इक्वल टू के टी। अब हम एम एन सी स्क्र बार की जगह पे उसकी वैल्यू पुट कर देंगे। हाफ एम एन सी स्क्र बार, प्रीवियस इक्वेशन से हमने इसकी वैल्यू पुट कर दी, हाफ एम एन सी स्क्र बार इज इक्वल टू के टी। So PV is equal to 2 by 3 KT. Now in this equation, if temperature is constant, then K is already constant and 2 is a digit and 3 is a digit, it's also constant. Just if temperature is constant, then PV will be equal to constant. So 2 by 3 KT की बजाय हम एक और constant यहाँ पर लिख लेंगे, 2 by 3 KT की बजाय हम यहाँ पर लिख लेंगे K dash. So PV will be equal to K dash. PV is equal to constant. It's known as Boyle's law. आपने जब स्टार्ट में Boyle's law ड्राइव किया था, so PV is equal to K, that is constant. तो इसको हमने किससे ड्राइव किया? Kinetic gas equation से. P kinetic gas equation is PV is equal to 1 by 3 mnc square. But according to one of the postulates of kinetic theory, kinetic energy half mnc square is directly related to temperature. So half mnc square is equal to kT, and we will put its value half mnc square is equal to kT. So PV is equal to constants and it's known as Boyle's law, and we have deduced the Boyle's law from kinetic gas equation. And at constant temperature and constant number of moles, the product PV is a constant quantity. That is, if we will keep temperature constant and number of moles constant, that is, we will not change temperature and we will not temperature number of moles, then the product of PV will be equal to constant. If we will increase pressure, volume will decrease, and if we will decrease pressure, volume will increase, but their answer will be a constant. It's known as Boyle's law. Now the next law that we have to derive from kinetic gas equation is Charles law. Now what is Charles law? Charles law states that volume is directly related to temperature when pressure and number of moles are constant. That is, V is equal to kT, or V over T is equal to K. It's known as Charles law. V over T is equal to K. It's known as Charles law. For the derivation of Charles law, we will take this previous equation, PV is equal to 2 by 3 kT. PV is equal to 2 by 3 kT. Now for Charles law, we only require this V on left hand side, so we will take P on this side. So it will become 2 by 3 kT over P, or when we will rearrange it, it will be 2K over 3P, and T is outside because in this case P is constant, K is constant, 2 and 3 are also constant. So 2K over 3P की बजाय हम एक new constant लिख लेंगे, that is K double dash. So in this equation, when we will put K double dash, V will be equal to K double dash T, or on rearranging, V over T is equal to K double dash, and it's known as Charles law, that the ratio of volume to temperature is equal to a constant. So now we have derived Charles law from kinetic gas equation. The next law that we have to derive is Avogadro's law. Now, what was Avogadro's law? Avogadro's law states that equal volume of the ideal gases have equal number of molecules at constant temperature and pressure. अगर हम equal volume लेंगे ideal gases का at constant temperature and pressure, तो उसमें equal number of molecules होंगे. अब हमने ये prove करना है by kinetic gas equation. So we have taken two different gases, gas 1 and gas 2. उनका pressure same है और उनका volume भी same है. Their number of molecules for gas 1 N1 है और for gas 2 number of molecules are N2. और जो गैस 1 है उसके मॉलिक्यूल्स का मास m1 है, गैस 2 के मॉलिक्यूल्स का मास m2 है, और उनकी जो मीन स्केयर वेलोसिटीज हैं, गैस 1 के लिए c1 स्केयर बार है और गैस 2 के लिए c2 स्केयर बार. Now we can write kinetic gas equation for these two gases. For first gas, PV is equal to 1 by 3 M1 N1 C1 square bar. Kinetic gas equation क्या थी? PV is equal to 1 by 3 MnC square bar. तो गैस 1 के लिए हम इन तीनों टर्म्स के साथ 1 लिखेंगे और गैस 2 के लिए हम इन तीनों टर्म्स के साथ 2 लिख देंगे। अदरवाइज इक्वेशन दोनों गैसेस के लिए सेम है। PV 1 by 3 M1 N1 C1 square और गैस 2 के लिए PV is equal to 1 by 3 M2 N2 C2 square बार। अब इन दोनों इक्वेशंस की लेफ्ट हैंड साइड सेम है। सो अगर लेफ्ट हैंड साइड सेम है तो राइट हैंड साइड को हम इक्वलाइज कर सकते हैं। So 1 by 3 m1 n1 c1 square bar is equal to 1 by 3 m2 n2 c2 square bar। यानी लेफ्ट हैंड साइड इक्वल है तो राइट हैंड साइड को भी हमने एक दूसरे के इक्वल करके लिख लिया। अब 1 by 3 से कैंसिल हो जाएगा तो पीछे हमारे पास रह गया m1 n1 c1 square bar is equal to m2 n2 c2 square bar। अब नेक्स्ट हमारे पास है कि व्हेन द टेम्परेचर ऑफ बोथ गैसेस इज सेम, व्हेन टेम्परेचर ऑफ बोथ द गैसेस इज सेम, देयर मीन काइनेटिक एनर्जीज पर मॉलिक्यूल विल आल्सो बी सेम। ये भी हमने पीछे पोस्टुलेट्स में पढ़ा है कि टेम्परेचर सेम होगा तो काइनेटिक एनर्जी भी सेम होगी, टेम्परेचर लो होगा तो काइनेटिक एनर्जी लो होगी, टेम्परेचर हाई होगा तो काइनेटिक एनर्जी हाई होगी। लेकिन अगर दोनों गैसेस का टेम्परेचर सेम है तो हर मॉलिक्यूल की जो मीन काइनेटिक एनर्जी है वो भी सेम होगी। मीन्स half m1 c1 square will be equal to half m2 c2 square। हाफ हाफ से कैंसिल हो जाएगा, पीछे m1 c1 square bar is equal to m2 c2 square bar। So in this equation, we will divide equation 19 by 20। This equation 19 by equation 20। सो m1 c1 से कैंसिल हो जाएगा, m2 c2 से, और हमारे पास पीछे सिर्फ टर्म बचेगी n1 विल बी इक्वल टू n2। n1 इज इक्वल टू n2। नो n1 क्या था? नंबर ऑफ मॉलिक्यूल्स ऑफ गैस 1 एंड n2 क्या था? नंबर ऑफ मॉलिक्यूल्स ऑफ गैस 2। सो n1 एंड n2 आर इक्वल and it proves Avogadro's law, that is equal volumes of all the gases at the same temperature and pressure contain equal number of molecules, which is Avogadro's law, and we have deduced this Avogadro's law from kinetic gas equation. Now, up till now, thank you, students.